This is my first aquaponics video update, so I thought I'd show my system and just show you kind of what I've been doing, some of the problems I've been having. So this is the full system where I've just got the IBC totes and the sump tank and then the grow bed. I plan to add another grow bed. It's getting kind of late. We're already into the summer now, but I think I can add another grow bed and get some stuff going. I've got about 23 tilapia in here. They're being kind of shy. They're about 2 inches long, 2.5, 3 inches long now. And I've got some duckweed growing. I started feeding them early on some flakes because they seem to be too small as small fingerlings to really eat the duckweed. And then I switched to this, like just these little pellets. They don't really eat the duckweed very often. They'll kind of eat a little bit, and I'll put some in the tank and I'll walk away and leave, and then it'll be gone. So I'm guessing they're eating it, but they just prefer this much more. So essentially what I have here is, just the typical setup. I forget the guy's name who I follow on YouTube, and I kind of stole a lot of this idea from and learned a lot from, really. I think it's Rob something. I'll post a link in the description. It's a great channel, definitely recommend it. So I've got this outflow here into the swirl filter, where you can see. Basically, I've had this Algae Bloom, which I've read is normal for an early system. It's been clearing up. It's cleared up once and came back, but I think really it just clears up when we have a lot of rain. It'll finally clear it for a little while. I keep the tank covered with this piece of plywood so it doesn't have direct sun. I do need to wrap the tank though, especially for the summer, so I'll get around to doing that soon. I've also got the Ventura, I believe it's what it's called. But basically it's just sucking air and creating some bubbles. I need to improve upon that. It definitely could use more oxygen getting in, but I mean, you still have the oxygen from there. And also, when it does fill up, the overflow, that'll create oxygen as well. So, my plants are doing great. They're not doing as well as they could be doing, and they haven't grown a whole lot since I've added them. And part of that is I've had some problems. First, my bell siphon kept overflowing. The whole tank would just overflow. It wasn't kicking in. It worked great for a while, and then it just started having problems. I finally figured it out. There was too much air at the top of the bell siphon. I had too much space, so I just chopped this down, made it shorter, created just a little bit of space, and now it seems to be working great. The water comes up an inch below this. So I think that was my problem. It killed some of my strawberries, it just filling up. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. It took me a while to figure that out. So strawberries are looking great, and then it just kind of killed all the babies. I mean, they're kind of halfway blooming. I had some pretty good sized ones I did get to pick out of here. So I've got asparagus, I've got jalapeno and poblano. I do have a nice sized jalapeno that's almost ready. The tomato plant, this is the one I'm having some trouble with. You can kind of see this sort of dead, the edges are just dying essentially. These big tomatoes here, these are full-size tomatoes, or they'll grow into being full-size tomatoes. It's been like this size for, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks at least, 3 weeks. Hasn't really made any progress. And I just think it's just stunted growth from the lack of nutrition. I'm having a little bit of a nutrition problem. And I downloaded the key that Bright Agrotech provides on YouTube. Great channel as well. And I believe, I forget now what it was. If it was like a potassium deficiency or something, could possibly be the issue. So I bought some kelp extract. And I just added it this morning, so hopefully that will work. We'll see. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Got cabbage. Cabbage is actually doing pretty good. I mean, it's definitely larger than it was when I first planted it. And I didn't start none of this from seeds. but it's still not growing near as fast as it could have or should have. And I've had this whole thing online now for about 2 months. I've had the so anyways, I did scatter some seed in here finally, because my first batch I just completely killed when I was learning how to put this together. You can see some of it coming up. There's some kale. I think only really the kale survived. I planted lettuce, I planted cilantro maybe, I planted several things, and the only thing that managed to survive, planted onion. But again, the only thing that managed to survive was the kale. You can see some more of it in there. So anyways, hopefully I can get this nutrition problem under control. See, the squash plants were huge. They're actually pretty big, and they just lost leaves. They've been dying, and they've gone to nothing almost. So we'll see if I can figure that out. The kale definitely is improved and is growing, especially these middle pieces. I've still got some that aren't growing too well. You can see some bugs have been eating it, so I got to figure all that out. So I'm kind of new to this whole aquaponics thing, so as you can tell, I've got a lot to figure out. But overall, though, I'm still excited. I'm still seeing growth, and I'm definitely seeing tilapia grow. I've been monitoring the ammonia levels. I did have a pretty high nitrate or nitrite spike that lasted a good week or longer. It was between 2 and 5 parts per million, and I think really the only thing that really got it under control, even though I did cut back food for a few days, it was the heavy rains we had that was just added to this, and I think that finally helped flush out some of that high nitrites and the high ammonia that was in there as well. The ammonia wasn't too bad. It was actually about only 0.5 or 1 parts per million. So anyways, that's the update. I'll try to post something maybe in a month, and you can see the progress, and hopefully I'll have the nutrition issues under control. Thanks, and subscribe.